Hey Aries, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning October the 4th. Now, we have quite a lot going on when it comes to solar activity, when it comes to planets in retrograde, okay? So I wanted to simplify things. We're very much in the funnel, if you like. Now, rewind 2 weeks ago, we talked about 8th house matters. Now, this is when I mentioned Venus was moving into Scorpio, and that was bringing up a lot of 8th house matters for you guys. Now, 8th house is all about transformation. It's about the others, or spouse, or money, if you like. So if you have a partner, if you have a husband or a wife, 8th house rules spousal money. 8th house rules all things taboo. It's the untalked of things, okay? But ultimately it represents transformation. So a couple of weeks ago, we had a spark in this area of your life in some way, whether you were motivated to create changes, had issues, had challenges, whatever the case may be. The reason I'm bringing this up is because we now have a new moon in Scorpio this week, which is desiring to turn over a leaf in this area of your life in some way. So when I said I wanted to keep things simple, the only other placement I wanted to mention this week is all that activity that's happening in Libra. There are several planets in Libra, and they're all lighting up your 7th house, which is about partnership. Now, depending on where you are, Aries, and who you are, every Arian is going to be different. You know, when I'm looking at 8th house matters and 7th house matters, 7th house is all about partnership. It can rule marriages, but it rules partnerships of all kinds, business partnerships, contracts. So I could be connecting into Arians that have partners that are experiencing amazing transformation when it comes to business partnerships. I could have Arians that I'm connecting into that are experiencing major transformations because partnerships are going through that next level of their evolution. You might be experiencing like benefits, I should say, when it comes to things connected to partnerships in your life. Partnerships formed now or at this time are deeply transformative for you guys, whether it is partnerships of the romantic kind or business kind. Partnerships in all kinds can be deeply transformative. Now, this energy rolls out this week, but this theme has been playing, and it will play all through Libra season. And it was perhaps sparked 2 weeks ago for you guys, okay? So I'll leave those astrological influences with you as we kick off October the 4th. The tarot cards I have pulled are the Hermit card, the Death card, and the Queen of Pentacles. Nothing speaks of major transformations in all things financial, security, tangible than these two cards here. You might be linking this time back to Virgo season, which kicked off at the end of August. Scorpio season is going to tell another story for you guys as well. Maybe there is a much bigger journey for some of the Arians I'm picking up on, which kicked off in Virgo season, takes you through to Scorpio season, which rules the Death card, okay, where you are noticing there were going to be some tangible security benefits for you, okay? This could be about success. This could be about successful transformations. This could be about transformations that happen successfully in partnerships, okay? So take it however it resonates. I wanted to keep things nice and simple and focused. So for the many Arians that I'm connecting into, you know, you might also be connecting to a Scorpio or a Virgo or an Earth sign, okay? I feel like for many of you Arians, you know, there might be significant Virgos around you that are, you know, that are relevant to your story, whether that is in business partnerships or whatever the case may be. There are deep transformations here at play. The other thing I wanted to do with the quick reads this week is to look at the other, okay? So it's not just about those deeper soul transformations that are happening internally for us with all of these retrogrades and all of this solar activity. It also is starting to, obviously, it will always start outside of self before we get drawn into self. So as above, so below in many ways is what I wanted to relay as well for the quick reads. Now, Journey to Tarot is the other tarot deck that I'm using today. So it's just basically tarot cards and tarot cards. Okay, it's a beautiful little contemporary deck that I picked up the other day, not too long ago. 5 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the World. You've got some major shifts happening, Aries, okay? You are completing cycles here big time when the Death card and the World card show up simultaneously. The Hanged Man, there's been massive shifts in perceptions to you guys, the way you see yourself, the way you see this partnership, the way you see your future, dreams, goals, whatever the case may be, has probably ultimately shifted in many ways. For the most part, many of you have learnt from loss, okay, which is the story of the 5 of Pentacles. The way our coins look, the way our piggy banks and bank accounts look, are always going to look different, okay? But from loss, from hardships, we always rise. There's something great here that is forming for many Arians that I'm connecting into. This shift in this inner shift, okay? The circumstances that happened outside of you, because that's what these cards represent, the things that activated in your life, in career, in meeting significant partners or forming new partnerships, okay? Maybe you were led by loss, so you had to look elsewhere, okay? Maybe your circumstances that ultimately shifted were the catalyst that was necessary to create shifts within you, okay? So that you can fully complete a cycle, all right? When I said as above, so below, look at that image on this World card. This deck, the Journey Tarot, is really quite contemporary, very simplistic artwork, but it speaks volumes, no less. For those of you that are familiar with tarot, you know, it looks nothing like the World card in traditional tarot decks, but you can see here, there's like a as above, so below. So for many of you, I feel the Arians that I'm connecting into, you're going to be noticing like a sigh of relief, a completion shift, or noticeably aware of karma coming back into balance under the light of this upcoming new moon in Scorpio, which, like I said, rules the Death card. There you go, Aries. That was your quick read for the week beginning October the 4th. I hope you got something out of that. I have relaunched personal reading sessions, which you can find at the shop link above. Until next time, my friend, take care. Have an empowered week.